Hi, JD4K family. How you doing? I'm live in the Dominican Republic, enjoying this beautiful place. I don't know if you can see the beach from here, but it's going to be a little noisy, but that's okay. So my topic today is boundaries, setting boundaries for family and friends. So I'm glad to get back with you this Saturday. I'm on every Saturday at 3 p.m. Whether it's here or in another state, I'll be traveling and doing what I need to at wherever I'm at because I'm a traveler when I'm not working and I'm on vacation now. So basically, I wanted to talk and discuss about boundaries, setting boundaries with family and friends, especially since I've been there. And before I've been there, I probably was one of the people that people had to set boundaries with. But either way, have you ever had that friend or person in your life that constantly um, someone that just completely drain you of your energy whenever they're around you, like it start out positive but then go negative, or you just have that one friend or someone that close to you, maybe even a family member that drains you with the same negativity day after day, every day or every other day. Well, let me tell you, don't let them do it. I've learned that I had to do guidelines and how do I stop this person without being nasty or rude. That I don't want negativity on me since I've had to have self love for myself. And ever since I started loving myself, I've learned this lesson that I'm not going to let anyone talk to me negatively. And if they do, I try to help them out. But if you consistently still go on with the negative after I've just build you up or try to help you out, then there's no way out. And those are what we call energy vampires. That's what I call them because they're out to get your positive energies, and I'm not in for that. So then I go on to end the conversation with a bit of a nice way of, okay, so I have to go now, or there's nothing needed to say here if you're not going to lift your spirits up and think more positive, or always give them another way to see inside themselves that really do you take the matter in your own hands? Are you to blame for whatever you're speaking about? And if not, then I understand. But you can't constantly, every day, like I used to work at this place that was so negative. I won't mention it, but I became negative. So once I learned that I become positive, when I become positive, I was able to transfer out. It was like my the Most High was teaching me, look, you're gonna learn this lesson. So until you can bring your spirits up and your positivity up, we're not gonna stop. You're not going to get out of this place of depression and people that had the same negativity that was spiral or viral or whatever you want to call it, but it was contagious. So have you ever had a coworker that also just every day, oh, I wish I didn't get that, oh, I don't know why, oh my god, my house, oh, every day, oh, I'm sick, oh, I'm this, and that's all they do is whine. So what you do here is get out of the situation, because then you become that whiny person, and they it manifests this way. And that's what happened to me at my other job, that I same work that I do, but I transferred out because I realized it wasn't doing me mental good to be in an environment that can't lift themselves up, that are positively working on negativity instead of building. And so I had labeled this topic, setting up boundaries with people and family, but I think and co-workers too. So I'm gonna change that title later. For those of you that come back and check me out, Judge Desire for Knowledge, you subscribe, share, and like my channel, and leave me a comment below if you are in here right now to do so, and let me know what other topics you'd like to listen to. But either way, my setting the boundaries are even with family. Sometimes you could go out with them and stuff like that, and you're telling them you want to go home now. Friends too, and they're not ready to go, then you go. Because that's your time to go. If you're done and you're done having a good time and they're not, that's not your responsibility. That's your responsibility. And you don't want to be mean to your family, but there comes a time and place where even when they call you on the phone, you got to set boundaries. I don't care if they're my children, my husband is the only person right now, because my children and I have boundaries. We know not to step on each other's boundaries. We decided that, and it's a healthy thing to do, because then you can drain someone all day long. It's like having someone at your home. You invite them. It's nice and beautiful. But when it's time to go home, they're not looking forward to go home yet. And I need my one-on-one time, and so do everybody else, in order to, rejuvenate your energies and get them back. You go, excuse me, I have to go out somewhere, or anything you can do, because you don't want to be mean to family or friends. But at some point, you have to step up and just say what you need to say to individuals that don't get it. And if they don't get it, I have learned to be a different type of person now, because I no longer allow people to drain my energies, frizzle them, frazzle them into a person I used to be at all. There's no way I'm going back to that old me. So the new me doesn't allow it. So I just hope you don't either. As well as I stopped being a people pleaser, and I think that had a lot to do with no boundaries. See, you want to please people. You feel like, well, maybe if I do this or I do that with them, they'll like me, or they'll hang out with me, or I'm gonna make them happy. And you know what? It's about making yourself happy at this point. If you can't make yourself happy, no one else will. So you have to take that discipline point in your life where you discipline yourself and say, look, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to say what I need to say, and whether they like it or not, you can always converse, you can always talk with them, talk it out. But sometimes there's people that they're just going to stick in the negative. Oh, no, but I can't do that. That's it for me. I'm over with. Then you just say, well, you know what? I have somewhere to go, and please don't call me back until you can bring up your negativity. I had one person that I know, I won't mention whom, that I had to send devotions to lift them up, because there was so much, everything that came out that person's mouth was negative. I mean, I can't even call the person anymore. I'd rather text you, because I could feel the energies of the negativity before they even open their mouth. And when they do, it's always, oh, I don't like this, I hate this, and I hate that. And it was consuming me. So I actually tried to give them a hint by never calling anymore. They don't even hear from me unless I'm texting. And sometimes they go, I don't like to text, I'd like to call you. No, no, that's where we stop. I'm not talking to you until you fix yourself. I fixed myself, and I'm not letting anyone make me go back to the old me. So basically, the storyline I'm telling you is true, and the person knows, or probably figured it out, because I kept sending devotions that said that we shouldn't be in a place in our lives where negativity runs the show. That the Most High is there, devotion, meditations. There's things you can do to fix yourself, affirmations. There's all kinds of things. I mean, you just feel like you want to do this to yourself every day, then please don't invite other people with you. We don't want to. People have to stand up for themselves. It's like when I've seen this, it's not myself, but I've seen where children are let off with their parent, whichever sex it is, and you got to set boundaries, because sometimes the person doesn't come back. That's another boundary check. Excuse me, I have things to do. This is my child. I love them, but you're also their parent as well. You can't not let me know that you're not coming, or what time if you're running late, just text me, just tell me that. But you just leave the child overnight, or 2 nights and 3 nights, and say, well, that's your father or that's your mother. That's not fair to that individual. He or they have a life as well. And you got to consider that. You cannot just think that you're the only person that's dating once you split up with your ex or whatever, or your husband and wife ex. I don't know what it is. Just I've seen this happen, and I don't think that that's fair to the individual. That's another way of boundaries that people have to set up with each other, so that one person isn't overstepping their boundaries with the other, and then we can come to peace together. And if it doesn't work at the time that you're stating to this person, look, I'm gonna be back at 5. You're gonna be back in 5. I respect you. But if you just don't come back or don't call and feel like, you know what, I don't have to give anybody an explanation, then you stepped your boundaries on me, or that person. And that's not fair to them to be stepping on people's toes like that. Everyone else has a life besides you. You're not here in this world alone. That's a self centered person, a narcissist. We could call them many names. But the point is, if you're not ready to fix yourself, then don't bring your self centered narcissist attitudes to other people that have fixed themselves, that have had their energies brought up to a place where they now are powerfully positive within their mind, spirit, body, soul, emotions. You can't, because I'll stop you. And I pray that all of you guys do the same when you get through this, because there's some weak people and there's strong people. And I've always been strong, but I've never really set boundaries, and now I do. And that I do, I really love myself because I'm protecting my energies, my soul, my spirit, my mental state. Okay. And a lot of people need to do that from certain people. Like I said, there's a lot of people out here that are energy vampires. Some know it and some do not. But I think the people that always complain should know by now. You're an energy vampire. You need to work on yourself. And if not, I'm gonna start telling people. And if they don't want to call me back, thank you, because I do not need you um, taken away from me and bringing me to a negative place where you've been or you are at. Everybody does not have the perfect life. Nothing is perfect or positive in the world. You have to make it positive. You have to do your job. You have to, life is what you make it, as I have on my Facebook page. Yeah, it's what you make it. And if you make it negative, that's what it's going to be. If you say, I had coworkers, well, we're never going to get nowhere in life just because of our color of our skin. I don't know who taught you that, but you're not getting nowhere in life. Keep saying that to yourself. When I watch my show, Christian shows, because I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. It always says the same thing. If you keep talking that way, you're enhancing it, you're meditating, you're manifesting it. That's the word. And that's what the universe will send you back with. The same thing you're asking for. Instead, reverse that and make it a positive thing, even if you don't think it's going to happen for you. Why would you talk negative? You think that's going to make it happen for you? I doubt that very much. So I did want to come here and set that straight with people, because I started setting boundaries, and I know I'm going to have haters in my family and friendships. And you know what? That's not my problem. I'm protecting myself. And if other people don't want to do so, that's on them. But I'm the new me, and I'm going to move forward and upward and not backwards. Yes, we do have sad days and sad times in life, but that doesn't mean I'm going to cry spilled milk all day long and not move forward and upward. No, no, you have to let the sun shine and in your spirit, in your soul, in your mind, in order to move forward. Every day cannot be a cloudy day for everyone. Yes, we do have them. Get up and do something about it. And if you can't, then pray on it, meditate on it, because you're going to manifest exactly what you're going to stay in that same kind of sense until the end of time. And then you probably end up single, unmarried. Nobody wants to be around you, no friends. It doesn't matter if you want to be single or unmarried. That doesn't matter, but alone. That's the word, alone, simply alone. Okay, so this is why I'm discussing this. And that when people start draining your energy and your energies, that's when you need to stand up for yourself. Especially when you're conversing with someone and they start gossiping. I stopped doing that. I really wasn't much of a gossiper, but I would listen to people talk about other people and then go and smile in their face. I said, these people are talking about me like this. It's obvious. If you're gossiping about another person, you're most likely talking about that same person you're gossiping to about. It's really simple. So I figured I'm not going to gossip any longer either. This is the new me. So I basically, now that I've seen that I have grown to that place where gossip doesn't do me any good, I've grown to love myself even more. And so when people call or start gossiping in front of me, I'll go, okay, excuse me. So I don't know that to be what it is. I'd say that. And I really don't want to talk about that. I've left that behind, whether it was a job, a friend, an ex. I don't need to talk about that person. I'm done. When I'm finished now. So this is what we need to do in real world and in real life, instead of keep going gossiping about someone. Why do we need to do that? Is it helping you? No. So now when I get calls or people talk to me in a conversation, they have nothing to do but gossip about other people. I shut that conversation down because there's nothing I need to go over with anybody about someone else. Either I don't know or I do know, but there's no facts there. So it's irrelevant to me. There's no need. I leave it alone. And I'll help you too if you ever come to that point. Try to keep yourself as positive, and if you can't be positive, there's a saying, keep it to yourself. I don't know the exact saying, but if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. That's what I do now. When people wonder why I'm quiet, oh, and she's probably antisocial. No, I'm not. I just feel energies, and I do not want to have your overwhelmed burden on me, because it's your burden to take care of. And if you're not working on yourself, then that's on you. And I'm not going to stand there and let you drain me because you're not helping yourself or working on you. Everyone got to work on yourself. No one can, and if not, go see a psychologist and have them help you, because they're out there, psychologists, psychiatrists, whichever one you need. Because I know there's jobs out here that are very hectic. I'm in one of them, and it's not easy because I was one of you. I used to do that, whoever you are, not setting boundaries and limiting myself and allowing people to put their negativity on me, go home, and all this negative forces of negativity um, spiraling out of control. And then, it can drive you to drink and all kinds of things. But when you love yourself and you find yourself, then you realize, wait a minute, I can't believe I was that person before. I no longer allow this. And I continue to walk strong and tall and upward and forward because I won't allow it ever again. So if you have a problem with boundaries and you think people like myself shouldn't have to set with family, exes, children, or anything like that, you're completely wrong. Because me and my children set boundaries. If my children needs to tell me, I don't. They don't say I don't need you to, but mom, we'll talk this week, but you don't have to text me all day, every day. I'll understand that day. I'll say, okay, there's no need, no problem. I know you want to study or you want your you time because that's what they need. They need to meditate. I taught them, and they taught themselves actually. But yeah, whatever they say, I say no, no, no problem. There can't be people that have no boundaries whatsoever. So you're gonna go on all night talking, and so someone tells you, "Can you please, we got things to do, places to go. Are you still gonna be talking? Because no, set those boundaries now. Talk with the person after an hour if it's not long enough or short enough it's too long for you, then you say, listen, I really have to go right now because you got a life. I mean, how long could you be on the phone? I just don't understand some people. They could be there forever. Maybe it's me, but I know if I got something to do and we've done cleared ourselves through and there's nothing else to talk about, good night. See you later. Ciao. That's me. I'm going to be on my way. And it's the same thing with someone coming to the house and visiting and stuff. Don't you know that I have to cook if you're not staying for dinner or something? Or you have to leave? Or, don't you think you want to go home? Because my whole life, no one had to set boundaries. I go to a party, I don't want to go home. I go to family, I want to leave when I need to. Nobody ever has to. And if anything, they have to ask me why don't I stay longer, and I'm like, no, I'm working on me. I don't tell them that, but no, I need my me time. There's always me time, and my husband knows that I am that kind of person. He needs his me time, I give it to him. I need my me time. That I get it. So we don't have a problem, no issue, and I'm grateful for him because if I had that issue with him or he with me, we probably wouldn't be married. But I'm grateful for that. And I think people need to separate themselves sometimes and give some me time to themselves, whether they want to read a book, see a show by themselves at home or whatever it is. Talk with someone else, or converse on the phone with their friend. Me time, whatever it is your me time means to you. I think that you should know that everyone should have that part in their life where they are able to do so. I mean, it is your life after all. Even when you're married, someone deserves their me time. I don't mean your husband going to the club or your wife going to the club. I'm just saying little separation time around the house. I go to the backyard, I go on the deck, you go here, we go there. No, that's it. That's exactly what I meant. Not the kind that other men do. I need me time. Unless they're hanging out with their buddies, I don't have a problem with that. But me time doesn't mean that every day you hang out with your buddies at the bar in the club. That's not me time. Me time is for yourself. That's for you to grow and understand yourself inside and out. Oh, I have questions. I didn't even see them. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. My moderator. Thank you for letting me know. Either way, I did start off late today. I've been having complications, so with the technical complications, so I'm going to be re loading this up live. The live I did just now when I finished, because the first one I had to take down for some reason it went with no video. So I'm going to see what is going on with my laptop here and why I am having difficulties when I start off. I'm not starting at 3 o'clock, but each and every day, my truth, real talk will air at 3 o'clock every Saturday unless I cannot do so. But I also am uploading travels and things that I'm doing here in the Dominican Republic. You all can see the beach over there. It's so beautiful. This is going to be very busy tonight because a lot of rentals are happening on Fridays, Saturdays. So I'm glad that right now that the music is not too loud and overbearing for me to talk, but I love the music here, so it's beautiful. And people enjoying their lives. And sometimes they can get a little loud, but they're beautiful people and they deserve to have a good life and good times. And so do you. So don't allow boundaries, not setting boundaries to affect your life. Think positive all the time, and positive energies will follow you. And if not, then you got to shut that down. And when you feel like, oh, maybe it's a little bit too mean, I shouldn't do it in a good way. But sometimes people don't get it. And if they don't get it, that's when you have to stand up and say, listen, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I am either leaving now or good night, whatever the case is, but you got to do it. So I'm going to end this now with please subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you on the next one. So my next topic, actually, like I promised, sorry, I almost ended without saying, it's going to be family law. I did promise every month I will do court procedures and on different topics. I think last time was child support. I'm coming up with family law next Saturday at 3 o'clock for those in need of help with petitions and stuff and court procedures. So check me out then, Saturday at 3, next Saturday at 3 Eastern Time with, that's not called My Truth, it's with Judge Desire for Knowledge. All right. I hope to see you there. You all have a blessed day, and I will see you on the next one so we can talk about it. Ciao now.